Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Cantina Corner podcast, where you come to hang out with us three, talking about many different topics, many different trends, information, news, you name it, we cover it, we discuss it. But before we get into anything today, I do want to shout out all of our social medias that people have been starting to follow, as much as our YouTube for our video versions of this podcast. I appreciate you for joining us. If you're new, if you're continued, we still love the support. And if you haven't yet, definitely check out our YouTube page so you can stay on top of all these. If you're listening to this audio, look at the video versions, see what we're doing. It's a lot more content, if you will. You can get more out of the show, and make sure you just hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit the bell notifications and click all notifications. That way you are notified every single time one of these go live. So that way you're in the loop with us as much as we are in the loop with the information we want to give to you. And then, of course, check out the Facebook and Twitter as well. Look up Cantina Corner or Cantina Corner Podcast, whichever brings you to the show. And I appreciate all of your support. With that in mind, let's get into what we're going to be talking about today, which is kind of some fun stuff we haven't touched in a little while, which is some video games, some movie news, you know, different things like that, kind of where this whole show originally started when we were doing this. But first, how are you guys doing?
Doing all right. Chilling.
Yeah.
It's a Monday, first day of the week done, over with.
Feeling like a fucking champion today.
I was gonna say you
fucking belt, dude.
I was gonna say, you want to tell the people what you got today?
Yeah, a little fantasy championship belt, you know.
Technically not his.
It's not mine, but you know, I paid for it, so it is mine. I don't have to give it to anybody yet.
I guess not till draft night.
That's right,
true.
bitch.
Or
That's right.
ever.
Yeah, true.
Or ever, dude.
Or ever. I mean, yeah, you could just be the all-time champ, and that's it.
It's like
what it is, bro.
It's like a true wrestling story. He's holding the championship hostage.
I ain't vacating this title.
No, that is a dope belt though. That thing looks legit.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, like you said earlier before we even started the show, like who wouldn't want a wrestling belt? Like just because.
Exactly.
Like, when I saw it, it reminded me of those videos you see on TikTok where it's like the first time the boyfriend comes over to take your daughter out, and it shows the guy walking out and he's like drinking a beer. He's got the belt on. He's like tossing the beer, walking out like stone cold.
Right.
That's what, when you walked in your room with that thing, that's what it reminded me of. It was hilarious.
You got to wait till the first pick of the draft if you're going to give it to him draft night. That way, walk it up with your first pick, and then just be like, here, I'll take this back at the end of the season.
That's right.
Well, yeah, that thing's awesome. All right, let's get into some movie news. Just because it was today, correct? This dropped for Venom.
Yup.
Okay.
Yup.
Yeah, because I had watched it this morning. I didn't even realize, that it was supposed to come out today. I just came across it on YouTube. This is for the Venom 2 trailer, the second trailer that they've released. It was pretty fucking good.
Yeah, it was good. Got me pretty stoked.
Yeah. I mean,
Carnage looks good.
That was the big thing for me. As long as Carnage looked good. Like I didn't, obviously you want to pick other parts of it up, but they haven't shown too much except like maybe 2 like scenes in the first trailer of him. And yeah, he looks really, really cool. And it looks like they're going to be doing some disgusting things with how he attacks people.
Yeah, like sucking like the life out of people and shit. That looked dope. Even when they showed him transform, Woody Harrelson transform from, him to Carnage coming out, that was sweet to see.
Oh, yeah.
It was a little different, so.
Yeah, it was different. I liked it because, you see Tom Hardy's version, it's almost like it wraps around him from like the back. Like it just kind of comes out and like encombs him. And then you have Carnage, which is perfect because he's just chaos, he's Carnage and all that stuff, and he just kind of like all over the place like morphs into him. And I thought it was a nice touch.
Yeah,
very well done. How I wanted to ask both of you, how do you feel about like how he gets his powers? Like, were you content with that? Because I don't know how originally in the comics he does it, but when he bites him and he's like, oh, I've tasted blood before and that's not it. And my thought was that it's not just from the blood, because he's getting killed, being put to sleep basically, in prison, that is a combination of the blood plus the drugs they give him that like makes what that is. Or do you think I'm going too far with that?
I think you're getting a little crazy.
I mean, I could see it because honestly, I don't know the comic book, like his origins either exactly.
Yeah.
Like I watched the show when I was little and I thought something about like Carnage came from space or some shit like that, but I don't know for sure. But like, if you didn't know anything, that's not necessarily not a plausible explanation,
Yeah.
We'll just go with that.
Okay, yeah, because I mean, I saw it.
I'm not saying it's true. I'm just saying if you don't know, it sounds like it could.
I'm just saying what it sounds like is he says it's not blood, meaning what he did was get through to where Venom is sitting inside of him and got the symbiote. He didn't get to his blood. He got some of the symbiotic parasite on him, and it just continued to grow within him. Yeah, and when he was going to die, the parasite didn't want to die, so it took over.
Okay, yeah, because I was having a hard time figuring out, like, it came out because it didn't want to die, like you said. That's why the drugs like almost like made it come out, or it was a combination. I thought that's why it like might have mutated whatever part of the symbiote he had in him, and that's why it's all like nuts. Because you can see when they do the close-up shot before he like deep throats that dude's mouth with his tongue.
Yeah.
You can see that he's all red, except like a chunk of his face right here is like darker black. So you can see the two colors, which I thought was interesting, and that's what made me think it was like a morphed, fucked up version. But I don't know. I guess I'm trying to make it more complicated, but it's simple enough. He bites him, gets it, and then he just embodies his psychoticness, because Woody Harrelson looks like he's going to play a very interesting psychopath,
as expected.
I liked his line, which is very true. He was like, everyone loves serial killers or crazy people, and it's like, well, yeah, they're inherently extremely fascinating. It's like, how does one person become that crazy? And it's just hard for you to like wrap your head around it. And like we said, when he said, I've tasted blood before, it's like, is this guy eating people? Like, I don't know his backstory, like
Jeffrey Dahmer and people.
Yeah, like I didn't know if he was doing that or whatever, but I do like how we're actually now getting into Ravencroft. I do like how we're finally getting into that, because there's a lot of enemies and people that have been there that you can start. And I even heard someone say this in a reaction. You can start spreading it into possible connection with Spider-Man because of like bad guys and Ravencroft and stuff like that.
Yeah.
What's Ravencroft?
It's the insane asylum / prison that they have him at.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's where they keep him and stuff. And there's a lot of bad guys from Spider-Man and Venom and yada yada that have been there. So that's kind of like a core central piece that they can share, where there's a possibility to have those two things come together.
I see.
So I'm excited for that, and the humor was still there. Obviously, when he fucking headbutts him and he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I don't know why I did that.
Let me help you,
so I could break it again." It's fucking great. So it looks good. If you definitely want to check Venom 2 trailer out, look it up. Highly recommend it. It was a lot better than the first, because the first was a huge tease. So this one really fleshes out what you need to know, and that's going to be coming out September 24th of this year. So definitely keep that posted so you don't miss that movie.
Yep. I shared the trailer to all our social medias too. So
yeah, there you go. I did see that you had thrown that up today, so that was good. So definitely check it out. On Twitter, Facebook, you can get a link directly to it if you don't want to look it up yourself and you're already on the page. Another movie that I actually wanted to throw in here that has been getting a lot of smart marketing, mainly due because it's Ryan Reynolds. Have you seen all the marketing and the trailers and the different things they've been doing for Free Guy?
Mm-hmm.
With like the Deadpool like YouTube reaction to his own trailer, and
yeah, we talked about
seen that one.
Yeah, I was just saying, it's just they come out with more. I haven't watched the new one, but there's another one that came out that were like, oh, it's funnily disturbing, and I'm like, what the hell is this? Like, he is a marketing genius. He even did it on the. Do you see the one with the Xbox NPC awards?
Mm-mm.
No.
There's a video online that Xbox released, and it's him in a suit as if he's at a real like award show for the Xbox NPC Game Awards, where they're awarding like the best NPCs from video games because they don't get enough attention, kind of like playing off of the whole Free Guy thing because he's an NPC character. And it was just so smart. Like he was like naming off specific ones and like making jokes. And obviously he's like, or you can vote for Free Guy. He's always a good choice. He's very handsome, just it's so smart. Like the dude's a fucking genius. I don't know what else more to say.
Sounds like you got a crush on him, dude.
It does a little bit.
Who doesn't have a crush on Ryan Reynolds?
I don't disagree with you.
Like, I don't care
He's
what
not my
anyone's
cup of tea, but he's not
sexuality
bad.
is, but if I was gay, Ryan Reynolds, I'd have posters everywhere. Okay, the dude's a fucking specimen, and he's hilarious.
He is funny as fuck.
Yeah, he is. So that one's coming out on August 13th. Obviously, they make the jokes too, where it's like, oh, I thought this movie already came out like a year ago because of COVID and shit. So this is one that's been pushed back a lot. And I think, like I said, to wrap up on that one, he's doing a lot to reinvigorate interest into this that has already been out there before. So I think he's doing it very, very smart. And hopefully the movie actually takes off. So, and it's not like cheesy, I guess, if you will. That was all pretty much I had for like anything interesting movies. Was there any movies that you guys are like TV shows?
Dude. Fucking what? No Way Home, fucking Spider-Man, dude.
Yeah.
We're getting set fucking photos and shit.
Yeah, but just
coming out. Doctor Strange in the same scene, dude. It's happening, dude.
I haven't looked it up because I don't want anything ruined.
I mean, nothing's ruined. It's just a set photo.
Oh, I know. But plus, I still have to see the other one.
Oh, my God, dude.
Oh, dude, you got to see them. They're great. I've been thinking about rewatching them.
Well, I watched the first, but I still haven't seen the second one. The one where he's like out of the country.
Asinine, dude. That's a disappointment.
Yeah.
I know. I'm behind. I just finally watched A Quiet Place 2 the other day. I finally watched that.
Shitty.
Yeah, it was all right.
Good?
Ending was horrible. I thought the ending was very like,
it's
you're
terrible.
Like, you're getting to something epic and you're like, oh, okay, this is cool. And then just boop, cut. It's one of those like cut off endings. And you're like, okay, I'll just go fuck myself. What was that? Like,
I never saw the first one, but I saw the second one and I was like, I had no interest in the first one.
The first one wasn't bad.
It was that bad.
I want to go back and rewatch it. It wasn't bad. It was a good concept too. Interesting concept.
Yeah.
But I got to ask too, because of the commercial or the previews for it, is it go back and forth between the
just
future
the
or the present and the past?
Just the beginning goes back to before it happens and shows it happening.
Yeah.
Since I've seen the previews and I'm like, these guys are.
Yeah. So bad. I didn't need to see the first one.
Well, it's just a better written, acted movie. Like it's just a solid movie. But yeah, you already know everything, so it's like
it had its plot holes, dude. The second one had some major plot holes.
Yeah, but you know how it is. The first one comes out, it's super popular, so then they just get big heads and make a terrible second follow up.
Yeah, I mean it's to be expected. But
I don't know if that's what happened.
I could just say you could tell on the second one that he's still fresh at directing.
Maybe that.
So it just didn't have like the pace of it had the pace of like it was trying to be its own movie, but follow the same storyline, and it just I don't know.
So you're saying you should just stick to like selling paper, basically?
Yeah.
Stay Dunder Mifflin.
Yeah. Keep your day job, Jim.
Yeah. So I need to catch up on some movies. So I will. I promise. This week I will watch this damn movie.
You've been in quarantine. What the fuck you been doing, dude?
You're looking at it. We've been doing this. Actually, no.
That's a bad excuse. Dude, this movie's been out for like 2 years.
Partially,
and during quarantine, I was fixing up a house to sell it, so I was busy.
2 years.
I know. I'm just trying to justify why I haven't seen the damn thing.
It's been a long week.
It's always been a long week. It's been a long 2 years. So yeah, the No Way Home. That's December 17th of this year, which is a great way to end the year. Good movie to end the year on for sure. Oh, I wanted to ask you guys, I don't know if you guys are like He-Man fans. Have you heard the controversy or stuff going around with the new animated He-Man show on Netflix?
Nope.
Wow, that was unison right there. That was beautiful. No, we both even had the head with that nope.
Like, nope. Good to go on that one. No, I was never a fan of He-Man growing up.
Well, I wasn't either, but I guess you know who Kevin Smith is, right? The Bob from Jay and Silent Bob.
Yeah.
Okay, well I guess he wrote and wrote the script and everything for this show, and it was supposed to be a new thing, and now we've got a whole nother issue with He-Man fans bitching about this show's too woke. There's no He-Man in it. It's all about a female
She-Man or something.
It's all about a female-led character and stuff, which is fine, whatever. But I guess all the He-Man fanboys and like the purists are freaking out, and I guess Kevin Smith has been fighting back, saying, oh, it's too woke. Grow the hell up. Like so there's an interesting thing going on there, and it's as far as like all these
sounds
like
dumb.
Well, it's dumb, but it's interesting how everything that tries to change and do something a little different, the purists freak out, and then it just becomes this internet war. And I don't know, it's just getting old to read.
This is why, even though I hate Disney, they are fucking geniuses. This what if show literally gives them the freedom to be as woke as they fucking possibly want. And nobody's going to give a fuck because it's just a what if scenario. It's not the real deal. Has no effect on their timeline. They can do whatever they want.
Yeah, which interesting you brought that up. I heard something I read today that there was a what if script that got thrown out and they used something else for the Guardians of the Galaxy because the what if script that got turned in as like a possibility to use was too close to the actual movie of Guardian Galaxy 3. So they're like, we can't use this because this is like almost the exact thing that we're doing in the movie. So they're like, no, it's not a what if. It's happening.
I did hear that because some lucky media folk out there got through the first 3 episodes early. And a lot of them are saying that, you know, Disney listened to a lot of our fan theories and literally rolls with them to create these shows. So I was like, oh, that'd be pretty sweet to see. So maybe we'll see Mephisto. All the retards I thought Mephisto was coming.
Yeah, they're gonna be Mephisto? Like, he's the guy that everyone thought was gonna come in like WandaVision when they started doing like TV series shows.
Like Mephisto from South Park. That Mephisto.
No, the one from Diablo 3.
Pretty much.
I don't know the one from Diablo 3. I'm sorry.
He was the third boss in Act 3. I can go on and on about Diablo 2. I'm sorry, it was Diablo 2. Fuck. Look, I'm sitting here all confident.
Oh, now I still don't know who you're talking about.
Oh, yeah, nothing. No. It's not any better.
Snap, bro.
But yeah, so I mean, it'll be funny when people are like, "Oh, Mephisto confirmed." It's like this isn't canon, so no, it's not. So shut up. But you finally get to see him. But yeah, I think you're right. I didn't think of it like that. It's a genius way of doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And I wouldn't be surprised if we see that become like a thing, unless they haven't copyrighted like that style of like doing a show like that for like other stuff. It'd be really interesting to see what ifs for like a ton of other different properties when it comes to stuff. Even DC, but DC already has animated movies that are kind of like that.
DC's animated movies don't need to do anything. They're goated. They own the animated side of things. Yeah. Disney's just getting into it with the Marvel. DC fucking owns it. It's the only thing they got going for them.
That is
the regular movies suck ass.
Well, I'm surprised I didn't think about it. Suicide Squad right now is still sitting at 97%. They're saying it's like phenomenal.
Yeah, I'll see it when it comes on HBO Max. I'm not giving them $1.
Well, I'm gonna watch it at home too because I don't want to. After the first one, even though they're saying it's amazing, we're already paying for HBO. Like, I'll just watch it at home. If it's that good, I'll go enjoy it in theaters to like see it on the big screen and enjoy it in that capacity. But I don't want to pay $12 to $15 and still be pissed off.
Right.
But I did hear that it was extremely gory, extremely James Gunn-esque, twisted, dark, funny. Like, it's just
little boys being touched.
Yeah, James Gunn.
I wanted to make a joke, but I was like, I don't know how to fit this one in here.
I was waiting for one of you guys.
Oh, you just say it, dude. You just say it.
Yeah, I was waiting for it to happen. The minute I said his name, you guys would be like, Predator.
I mean, people would forget about it because he's
speaking
the
of
director of the Guardians. So who cares?
Speaking of Predators, did you guys remember Drake and Josh from the show?
Yes, I know Drake's been fucking on trial and shit.
Yeah, he pleaded guilty to endangering and talking and whatever with like a 12-year-old.
Yeah, happened here at a show like in 2017 or some shit like that. Like, yeah, I mean, it makes sense. He worked for Nickelodeon's known for hiring a lot of pedophiles too.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't see that one coming from him. Like, I was just like total left field. I was like, I mean, not that I'm surprised that it happens, but I was like, oh shit. It's like, why? I'm watching this TikTok and he's like on a Zoom call with like the court judge, and they're just like, yeah, you're getting charged with this, and 2 years or blah blah blah. So I guess he ended up getting 2 years of probation, but like I guess he can't do stuff for like 3 years. So he's like, they said his ability to do things in the world are restricted heavily, but he's on probation for 2 years.
Man, thank God they got him.
He's got money.
Yeah, so I just thought I'd throw that because we were talking about pedos.
You chemically castrate them.
Yeah, I've always agreed with that. Chop the dick off. It's like, you can have those thoughts, but we're not going to let you do anything with them. Like, live with that pain. It's like locking a drug addict in a room where all the drugs surround them.
That's how you create a serial killer, bro.
Huh?
That's how you create a serial killer. What you just said.
I've created.
They gotta get the fix somehow, so they're just gonna kill the person, drink their blood or some dumbass shit. You just fucking kill them, dude. Get it over with.
I was trying to be humane a little bit, but I guess
I am being humane. I'm saving lives, dude.
I mean,
that's how you create a serial killer.
Honestly, what they do is almost as bad as murdering somebody. It breaks their soul.
Why do you keep killing people? Because I can't rape anymore.
I don't know why that's funny, dude.
Because it's just the way that's like that you said it. I was like, "Oh, just do this and torture them." You're like, "That's how you create a serial killer."
It is.
You've made this worse.
It's like, you realize the implications of your actions, dude?
Do you know what you've just done?
Means.
My God, what have you done? You've doomed us all. Okay, enough about pedos. All right, let's switch into some video game stuff, because obviously we had the Halo Infinite beta. That was the technical preview beta, whatever you want to call it. That was this past weekend. First initial thoughts, you guys, when you watch like the multiplayer gameplay stuff and shit like that. How do you feel about it?
It looks fucking dope.
Got me excited.
Oh yeah,
got me really excited.
Yeah, I when I was watching it, I watched it about 5 times today just to like try to see if I was missing anything with like animations, you know, the AI talking, whatever, so I can catch all little tidbits. I have to say the AI is hilarious. The one that does the voiceovers and stuff, so funny. When she like I watched the guy kill a bunch of people, and then all of a sudden she's like, loading laughable track, ha ha ha, and it's like, this is great.
I guess there's like different ones you can pick from or something. This one video I was watching that there's different AIs that you basically customize whatever you want in a sense.
Did you see that they made the cool one AI color light red?
I don't know if I see
there
that
was
now.
Like, I think it was I want to say it was fan made, but I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong in this, so fact check me. I think there was a fan made video made back in the day, like Halo 2, and the one chief was wearing pink armor, and they were like, "Oh, I didn't even know our armor came in pink." And he's like, "It's not pink, it's light red." And he's like, "Yeah, there is the light red color. It's called pink." And it was just like a little comedy like skit. But they literally like accepted that, and like the color for pink in the game is light red. I just thought that was funny. And then
that'd be cool.
What I really noticed watching the gameplay, dude, fucking they added slide canceling, and the movement looked a hell of a lot quicker than like a normal Halo. It wasn't like clunky. It looked fucking smooth and crisp.
Yeah.
So I'm fucking pumped.
I couldn't find anything when I was typing.
I think I have the article saved. I'll try to go back and find it after this. I'll correct myself if needed.
Yeah, it did look good. Some of the new weapons looked interesting. That 3-round burst was it the carbine, right?
Carbine.
For the Covenant. That looked pretty sweet.
That was the one that was like the energy balls where it was like doo.
Yeah.
That one.
That was pretty cool. I just forgot what the other one was too, but it was pretty cool. They had new weapons in and stuff.
I saw somebody, it was a guy doing the beta gameplay on TikTok, and it was a clip that he had, and it was hilarious. He's reading his chat. He's like, BR in Halo? He's like, the only BR in Halo is the battle rifle. It's like, ain't no battle royale. He's like, this is all I need.
Did you see though that somebody found the fucking audio for like the guy who does the audio in the Halo, who's like double kill, like that guy?
Yeah.
They found an audio in the beta where he says battle royale.
Nice.
So
I was wondering if people were gonna data mine the shit out of it once they downloaded it.
Of course. Got to get all the little tidbits out. It would be interesting to see if they are actually.
Dude, if they have a battle royale,
that would be fucking. It would have to be the best battle royale. Like,
bye to Warzone, dude.
Oh yeah, I don't see how it wouldn't become the #1 BR. Like,
it will. Dude,
it would have the potential to be like.
Warzone's already losing players to a fake Halo. Like, literally, Splitgate is gaining massive players, and it's literally
is a new BR that came out.
It's an old BR, but it's a very light. I don't even know if it is a BR. I think it's just multiplayer.
Yeah, it's multi. Think of if you mixed Halo with the game Portal, because you can shoot portals and go through walls and stuff, but it's the exact style of Halo gameplay. And it's a 4-man team that made this game, and they said that they were like concurrent players during a day was anywhere between 400 maximum 2,000, and within like a week they've jumped up to over 200,000 concurrent players because people just hearing about the game and bailing. I mean, there's a mode in the game where the only way, like kill confirmed, you pick up dog tags.
It's teabagging, dude.
Yeah, their version is the only way to get a point is after you kill, you have to teabag your enemy, and that's how you collect your point. So it's the whole teabag mode. Like, that's the style of gameplay that they have. And I watched the creator, who's like the head guy of the 4-man team, and he was talking that when they really were making this game, their original thought process was like that old school Halo type of days, like, because that's where he came from. So that's like the style and feel he went for, which is why people are loving it. And their anti-cheats are fantastic because they use 2 of them, and everyone's like, this is how you make a game. How is a 4-man team doing better than Activision, who's currently harassing and sexually assaulting their female coworkers, and now are getting sued by the state of California. So not only does their game shit, but now they've got a whole social issue that they're dealing with.
That's why they couldn't work on their game, dude. They were too busy fucking raping their women.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. World of Warcraft, like all these different games that Blizzard Activision own, everyone's like, now I understand why they've been shit, and no one's been doing anything because of this horrible work environment, which is crazy to watch. I mean, they just did a walkout on the 28th. Like all these employees, like they were just like, we're gonna stand outside and protest. Fuck this. And so, state of California.
The same thing we bitched about with Call of Duty and all that. It's like these companies get way too big for their britches. Stop listening to their fan base, and then all this other shit, is going on behind the scenes, and it's just.
Yeah, all I can say is that BlizzCon this year is going to be really awkward.
Interesting.
Yeah, so Activision's in trouble. Not only are they dealing with this and everyone pissed off and boycotting and not playing their games, and you got Halo coming out, and I just feel the nail in the coffin for Call of Duty for a long time. Not with everybody, because kids don't understand the situation going on, so they're going to buy all the Call of Duties and the cosmetics and stuff, and they'll probably keep that shit rolling and still make them money.
Maybe.
I mean, who knows? But I'm just saying.
It'll be just the mobile version left.
I honestly think streamers have changed the way kids view gaming. Like, I think they want to play what their favorite streamers are playing. Like, I think that's what's hurting Warzone right now is Nick Burks hasn't played Warzone in over a week. He's playing Apex because he's sick of the fucking hacking.
Yeah.
That's their number one watched Warzone streamer. And he's not playing Warzone. That's not good business.
Well, that's like because, obviously Call of Duty's Activision, then you've got the Blizzard side of things. Asmongold on YouTube and Twitch, he's the number one streamer that everyone watches for World of Warcraft. He's been playing it for 15 fucking years. And before all these allegations came out, he even skipped out on the game because he was tired of dealing with all of WoW's crap that basically is like the Call of Duty version of what's going on in WoW. And he started playing Final Fantasy, and it was a huge shift and like people bailing from WoW to go to Final Fantasy because they're all pissed off. Plus he goes. So yeah, you have a point there. I mean, if your number one person that's like bringing in attention to your game bails or starts talking shit, it's gonna hurt.
Yeah,
it's gonna hurt bad.
Yep.
And I mean, Splitgate is picking up the pieces with people, but I have a feeling that Splitgate will die off once Halo and all that stuff come up. They're going to go back down to what they were. I mean, people probably still play it now and then because it does have that Portal effect. It's a very specific thing that not every game has at all. It's
Among Us 2.0.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what it is. Among Us was found right between Call of Duties. Splitgate's been found right before Halo comes out. I mean, everyone was fucking playing Among Us, and now it's just kind of.
It was a fun game, getting sus.
It was.
Yeah, I mean, people still play it, but
turning lobbies on people for no reason, just because it was great.
It's one of those people still play it, but it just grew. It's more of its like dedicated fan base. You already have people that like it, and now it's just more people that are there, but it will never be as much as it was. Same thing with Fall Guys. Fall Guys did the same shit,
right?
And they kept making updates for it, and they're still going strong, better than they were, but it died off after it was like, okay, the coolness is over.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Halo is really gonna blow a lot of games some trouble at first, and the fact that the multiplayer is free is going to be huge. I mean, huge.
Yeah, that's gonna be
because that's all I care to play.
It's gonna be fun. I'm so pumped for this. Just watching this stuff today, like, it got me excited for it.
Yeah,
I'm so excited.
We need a game, man. The gaming community it's in a fucking lull. It's a dry spell for sure.
That's I was just talking to my girlfriend the other day, and I was like, I haven't really been playing a lot of video games lately because it's just like, what's there really been out that like I want to play? I need something that's got to come out that makes me want to play because it sucked.
I'll tell you this: I am going to be playing Madden when it comes out in a couple weeks.
I have been thinking hard about getting that myself too.
You need to, dude.
Especially we've been getting into football stuff early here and just talking football and everything, and I've been like really thinking like, man, I think I might want to get Madden, but I haven't fully committed just yet. But I've been thinking about it.
I downloaded the last one. I played with Sean yesterday. We got smoked. My team, my ultimate team is like 82 overall. My defense is like 84 or whatever. And his is like 90. and I want to say his offense was like 92 and his defense was like 87 or whatever. He played longer than I did before we all stopped. Dude, we got matched up and Sean's like, let's do this, dude. The first 3 players we see on these other guys' team, 99, 99, 99. I'm like, we're getting fucking smoked.
Yep.
Well, gentlemen, it's been an honor serving with you.
Yeah.
So we go down with the ship.
Sean was in mid-season form. He threw 5 picks.
Just throwing picks, dude.
He threw 5.
Oh, that's what I was thinking about the most too. And I was like, oh, I kind of want to get it and jump on again and play with Cody and Sean. I was like, it'd be fun to play.
Fucking MAGA.
I can't play with you guys because I was looking at Xbox Game Pass on my PC the other day, just seeing what new ones they added on there. And the Madden, like not obviously the new one yet, but the most previous one was on there. And I was like, oh, I could download and play it. But I'm like, I got to play it on the computer. And I'm like, I don't have a controller. Fuck. I'm not doing this mouse and keyboard.
Oh, that'd be weird playing football.
That'd be really weird. I don't even know how.
I doubt they even have the ability. I mean, I've got a wired controller in here, but the problem is it's like an old wired Xbox one, and it's got stick drift issues on the left stick. So even if I have it centered, not moving, it's always like turning or doing shit. So I'm like, I'm not going to play with that.
No.
So I'm going to probably go pick up an old Xbox One controller, not one of the new ones, but a cheaper one.
Here's the deal. If you get it to play with me and Sean, you'll have to get it for the PS4.
That'd be fine.
All right. I'm just letting you know.
Yeah.
Just in case you do decide to do it. Because we both have PS5s.
Oh, I have to get it for the PS4?
Well, if you get it on the computer, you won't be able to play with us.
Oh, no. I wouldn't get it on the computer. I would get it on PlayStation.
All right.
Yeah. And we should be able to cross-play.
Still play. Okay. That's what you had me confused for a minute. I'm like, wait, PS4 is like, that's what I have. What else would I get it on? Okay. No, yeah, fuck computer. I couldn't play. That's one game I could not play on the computer.
No. That's the only reason when I got this PS5 and I was going to resell it, and I was like, I could just get all my sports games for this. Fuck it.
Yeah.
So.
That is true. Why did you pay $500 for this PS5? I wanted to play Madden. I really like football.
I've been playing FIFA on it. FIFA looks fucking amazing on it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, FIFA looks great.
Yeah, I really want to play one of those. I mean, I've actually seen one surprisingly in store, like in person, not bought. And I was like, well, I don't have the money for it, but I'm just like, oh, that they do exist. It's like, and no one's taking it. This is weird.
They've been coming out a lot lately. So,
well, because I thought I heard them say that they were still going to have like shortage issues, like going through into like all the way to the end of this year, even in Christmas, they weren't going to have like the ability to mass produce more, because they just posted a thing on Twitter where they were like, we've sold, I think it was like 10 million units or something like that in the US. And they were like, we're so happy people bought it. We're up to 10 million. And like all these hate comments, like, it would be a lot more if you could fucking give me one.
What is it? The computer chip shortage that's fucking with them?
Yeah. Same with the cars and shit, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's good reason as to why they can't get it out. It's not like they're dropping the ball. It's just people are getting annoyed, and they're celebrating. We've sold so many. And they're like, yeah, I wish I could be a part of that number. Like, give me the goddamn system. It's like when you're trying to pay a bill over the phone and you have to go through all this crap. And then it's like you get disconnected, or they're like, oh, no, you have to talk to this person. It's like, I'm trying to give you my money. Just fucking take it. Like, why are you making this so difficult? It's right here. Like, take it from me.
Take it.
Yeah. So I mean, I understand getting Madden, wanting to play that on PS5 and shit like that. I'll probably get the new one because I haven't bought a football game in a long time. And with obviously being a Browns fan and them doing well, and I'm hoping and praying that they're going to keep that up into this year, I want a Madden where I can download that Browns team. I want to be able to play that just on repeat and relive, especially with all these new players we got. Yes, I need it.
Yep.
Like now.
Exactly.
No prayer needed for them doing good again this year, dude. Let's be real.
They're gonna be goated.
Come on.
It's a fucking stack, dude. I could already see Cody with that fucking belt. Yeah. At the fucking the tailgates.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking owning that hammered thing. Just holding it up.
That's what our middle photo is, dude. That's us at a freaking Browns game, 3Ding a buddy through it.
That's dope. Yeah, I didn't notice that front one. Well, I was correct then on what you were going to use it for. Okay, what other game stuff? Actually, I did want to say one more thing about Halo. Did you guys get a fun nostalgia when it came to certain play style that you get with Halo that you don't get with a lot of other games? You know, like when you got two guys, you're coming at somebody and you're both shooting, you don't kill each other, and then you get that immediate, like, you're both out of ammo and it's like you're just rushing at each other and whoever gets the gun butt first. Like, when I saw that so many times, it's like I miss these moments. Like, I miss those, like, oh, we're both out of ammo. You're just trying to like jump hit each other.
The melee was great. The whole thing brought me back to just old school Halo, honestly. There wasn't one moment of it like that I didn't have that nostalgic feeling. But definitely, yeah, when there'd be dudes just jumping around and shooting at them and then fucking melee them to finish it off. Like, I was like, this is great. And then I've seen some of them got like a hook shot type thing or something. A grapple to like, grapple over to a dude. I thought that was pretty sweet too.
I've already seen clips of people doing trick shots with grenades and grabbing rifles and everything like that with the maps. So I'm like, everyone's already figuring that shit out. And I watched the one guy, he aimed where the gun was, then he like lifted it up to a certain point, then he threw the grenade, it bounced off the wall, shot the rifle in the air going to the right while he's on a bridge. So he's watching it go in front of him like this. He grapples it out of the air, brings it to him, and then snipes somebody. And I was like, this is going to be fun. Like, when you get these things down, it's going to be good. The trick shot's fantastic. Because that goes all the way back to the original Halo when there's that famous clip of that guy doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Where he throws the fucking plasma grenade, or it was the regular grenade, I can't remember, and it just ricochets and comes right to him and he doesn't move an inch. It's like, I was glad that people were doing that because that really brought me back.
To a simpler time.
Simpler days, original Xbox LAN parties, especially when Halo 2 came out and everyone bitching at each other. Don't use the energy sword because you're a puss. It's too easy to kill people with that. Fight me like a man.
It was so fun.
It was so good. I know. I remember the neighborhood kids would come over. I'd play them 1v3, and I'd fucking destroy them.
I remember my dad.
It was the only time I was good. Was when I wasn't online.
The LAN parties, man. That was where I was at, and that was. I mean, God, those are the good days of split screen, 4-screen. I mean, if you think about it, that was the original hacking. When people would you'd have to have trust, like that you're not like screen looking. That was
oh my God, yep.
There were some trust issues with it. You're looking at my screen. Absolutely not. No, I'm not. I mean, it's right next to it. How can I not fucking look at it? I used to love that. You'd be playing and you're like peer over. Oh, good days, man. So really nostalgic. I'm really looking forward to it. What other games are coming out that look interesting? We talked about Madden. Obviously, that's going to be good for what it is. It's Madden. Did you see in the new Madden they have home field advantage effects? Did you see they're doing that?
Yep.
How do you feel about that? Do you think that's like really good, stupid?
I mean,
what are you going to get with that?
They're kind of cool. I mean, each place has its own like unique effect on the opposing team.
Yeah.
Like Seattle.
More likely for false start.
Yeah, like Seattle's super loud. Sometimes players will run wrong routes because they didn't hear the play correctly and shit. Denver, people will get winded more easily because, it's mile high. So there's different advantages. Like, it's interesting. I mean, we'll see. Hopefully it's not like OP.
That's the only thing I'm afraid about is that it would be like pretty much like a lose-lose. Like, you've got no chance unless you like really do everything right on top of everything like coming -2. But I will give them credit that this is one of the first like truly good, unique ideas that I haven't seen that they're implementing. So even if it's like rough and it's not going to work and they have to tweak it or whatever, it's new. And I was like, okay, well, actually they're doing something original. Like, bravo. Because usually every, Madden game is like, even the changes they make, you're like, it's still the same damn game. But this is a big change.
It's tough to do with sports games, to make those tweaks. So
it is. I mean, supposedly they fixed the defensive line though in this one, because the defensive line in the last game, it was fucking like impossible to run through, because the guy would just one arm tackle you through
no matter where.
And like yesterday when me and Sean were playing, there was literally a defender laying on the ground and he was running by him with Randall Cunningham. The guy literally gets up off the ground and tackles him. Like before Sean came and run past him, I was like, what? The guy just ended up on his feet and tackles you. He's laying on the ground 2 seconds ago.
Sounds about right.
Instant transmission, man.
Yeah, pretty much.
Just was on the ground. He was like, huh.
You didn't know you were playing against Goku?
I guess not.
It's that Ultra Instinct, man. He was just on autopilot. He didn't know what he was doing. He just knew. He's like, oh, I made the tackle. Oh, thank you, superpowers.
Yeah.
I don't know who was puppeting me there, but yeah. So it's a cool feature. I'm excited to see how it plays out. I mean, I saw that there was ones where it affected kicking. You know, like you're sitting there trying to kick, and they're so loud that it's like shaking, and you see like the bar moving, or not the bar, but like the actual arrow that you're. Yeah, the meter, and it was
gonna say the goalpost. They slip the kicker acid, everything just starts moving like
tripping fucking balls. I think that guy's smoking on the field.
There's a whole new meaning to that. Oh my god! Which, by the way, that reference, if any of you did not catch that, let me enunciate. Great football movie. Highly recommended. The Replacements with Keanu Reeves. Definitely check that out. Since we've been talking about football, if you haven't seen that movie, because I know some of our audience here, different decade, you should watch that. If not anything for Keanu, but it's a fucking hilarious movie. Good football film. Highly underrated.
I feel like most people have seen it by now. It's an old ass movie.
I know, but it's one of it's one of those ones that are like
it is, but it's not, dude. Come on,
it's old.
It's a classic.
I'm not saying it's not.
Let's totally derail this podcast. You know what movie I talked about today that's totally underrated and totally out there?
Waterworld.
No.
Oh.
No, this movie's fucking hilarious, and it's super underrated as a comedy.
Which one?
Strange Wilderness.
Dude. I was just going to say, dude, that one's definitely underrated. That is a great movie. That movie is fucking hilarious.
Dude. Me and a buddy were quoting that at work.
Oh yeah,
fucking.
That is
if you're my stepmom, Phyllis, then fuck you.
Isn't that the same movie where he gets like a turkey stuck on his dick or something like that? It's like a bird lodged in like the bird's throat.
I walked in there and I was like, "It's okay, I'm a doctor." And they totally let me take this nos. They all get fucking toked out their mind on nos, dude. Oh god, that movie's hilarious, dude.
It's a great movie.
They fucking kill Bigfoot. He's like, oh. I think he was like, ah. No, I think it was more like, oh.
Holy shit. I was looking up to see when that came out. It was back in 2008. You know what the tomato meter score for it is on Rotten Tomatoes?
Probably
Just take a guess. Just take a guess.
68.
What about you, Nick?
I'm guessing more towards 100's good.
Yeah.
Like 0 out of 100%.
It's probably like 43. Honestly.
I'd give it like a 95 myself, so I don't care about what their score is.
Tomato meter,
hilarious.
48 reviews on Tomato meter, 2%.
Only 48 reviews. That doesn't count for shit.
Well, I'm just saying.
Get out of here.
48% Karens, dude.
48 people out of
that's the critic reviews.
Population of the U.S.
Out of 100,000 plus ratings from the audience score, which anyone can come on here and rate it, it has a 35%.
They're fucking stupid.
It's underrated.
That movie's great.
Oh my god! Okay,
hilarious.
Here's one of the rotten reviews from someone on Empire Magazine, who's apparently a top critic. Ooh. About as funny as watching a cute animal die a long, slow death, and probably as painful. Jesus Christ.
This guy's got dark thoughts.
See, the problem is critics watch those movies thinking like, oh, there's going to be a great plot and the story's going to go together well. No, dude, it's just a fucking compiling bullshit together.
Like, they're just trying to make you laugh.
Yeah, to a very...
Just go with it.
They have the storylines very lightly laid out, and they just barely follow it to get there. It's fucking hilarious.
I love this 4-word review of it. Hatefully stupid and unfunny.
Great.
Like they don't know what they're talking about.
What does hatefully stupid mean? Like it was so stupid it made me hate everything. Like,
person's dumb, dude. You can't have a double negative in fucking English. What are they, Spanish?
Where are they from? Because we should get them canceled. Movies.com.
I feel like it just reminds me of like the Grinch when he's going through the phone book. He's like, loathe entirely. Like, we're just going through these reviews, talking shit about these people who posted them. Like,
double hate.
The only
this is what this podcast has turned into.
Yeah. Sorry, I told you I was going to totally derail it.
Critiquing reviewers on Rotten Tomatoes.
Well, here's the best one. He's the only one that gave a fresh rating off this top list without hitting view all. And He's from the Irish Times, so guy from Ireland.
Probably drunk.
Gave it a fresh rating and said, "Call me a moron, but I laughed so hard I inhaled my roach."
Yes, exactly.
Right, that's a good
this
one.
guy gets it.
He knows.
This guy gets it. Hire this man.
Oh my God. I don't know how much it cost to make this movie, but they only brought in like 6.6 million. Probably cost like
$100,000.
I couldn't see it costing much.
Let me see. Budget was 20 million, and they only got 6.9 of it back.
Oh, shit happens.
I was gonna say it was probably 10 to 20.
One of those ones that ages like a fine wine, dude.
Yeah, that's like I always find that
movie.
the one movie that's always underrated. I was actually talking to my dad about this the other day. That is extremely funny. Is Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox story. That movie
is funny too.
It's so good, and it like doesn't get enough credit when you're like talking about like Talladega Nights and Step Brothers. I feel like that one should be in that like conversation.
That is a good one.
You could take my money, you could take my kids, but don't you touch my damn monkey. It's just so stupid. Oh my God, it's just as bad as that fucking that video I put on Facebook. I know Cody saw it. I'll have to show you after this, Nick, where it was the scene from Step Brothers. Where it was
that was funny.
Talking about the unvaccinated and the conspiracy theorists.
We'll have to show him that. That is funny.
All right,
I won't say any more about it. It was gold. So yeah, we derailed. We talk shit about movie critics. Movie critics, they have an opinion, and
yeah, they're stupid.
They're stupid. I'm curious where let me see, Suicide Squad, if it changed at all, because when it first came out, it was like at like 27 or 30 ratings at 100%, and then it like dropped down to 97, and it's been staying there.
That massively worries me, by the way.
What do you mean? That it's like too good?
That
the ratings too high?
Like they were throwing some money to get some ratings.
I mean, it's possible. I've watched like a lot of YouTubers doing reviews on it, and like actually seen it in theaters, and I mean, they're saying it's pretty good. It's sitting at 96 right now, so it only dropped 1%, and that's out of 99 reviews. And it doesn't come out for another.
I mean, I can see it being
4 days.
good, but I'll believe it when I see it. I mean, it'll take DC hiring a Marvel director to get a good movie. So
that's kind of why I have a little faith. Plus, it's kind of hard to do worse than the last one, honestly, especially with the people they
James
have.
Gunn.
It's weird to see you talk shit about the other one, dude. You were such a defendant.
What of that movie?
The first one.
I didn't think it was like horrible, but like it was nowhere near what it could have been, and that's what pissed me off. Like it's watchable. Trash. I could watch it, but I don't enjoy it. You know, and I don't know how to.
It didn't have Margot.
So you torture yourself.
Margot Robbie, Will Smith. Take Margot Robbie and Will Smith out of the first one. Would you watch it?
No, and then I was just about to say that's the reason that I like that movie. Is I like their characters and I like the acting. I think Margot Robbie's awesome as Harley Quinn. Honestly, I would go to see any of these movies. I even hated Birds of Prey. That movie was asshole, like assholey, so bad.
China is asshole.
That's exactly what I thought. Bit Norbit in your ass, very close to hole.
You go to hell. You go to hell. You die right now. No, it was bad, but I mean Harley Quinn's performance was great. It was just the movie as a whole, asshole, was shit, utter shit.
Yeah,
you
like
McGregor,
the Justice League.
Yeah, well, no, not the remake. I do like that one. I will stand by that. Or I should say the original, not the remake. The remake was the first one. Yeah, I think. Was there any other movies I was missing? Any other big ones? I know I said that before when we said Spider-Man No Way Home. Shang-Chi, yeah. I haven't watched the new trailer for that. I heard that they showed
show a little bit more.
Yeah, I know that they brought back a villain. I don't know if you guys have seen it, so I don't want to ruin it for you.
Ruin it. Go ahead.
What was it? Shit from the Hulk.
Abomination.
Hulk shit.
He was in the first trailer.
Oh, I didn't catch
I pointed it out when we watched it, you dick.
Oh,
wow.
Go watch our trailer review, and I fucking put it out there.
Wow.
He's in the cage fighting, dude.
Yeah, that's what I read, and I forgot that we had seen it. I know. This is what I bring to the show, people. All
Nothing.
Right, Nothing. I disappoint everybody.
He brings something that we've already done a couple weeks ago, a couple months ago,
dude.
honestly.
I'm like Bob and the other guys. What do you even do here, Bob?
God damn it, Bob! It's bad time.
I don't know about you, but my waistline's furious.
Now that's the greatest comedy of all time.
Yeah, that one honestly the most quotable.
It's tough. That's tough to top. That one is definitely one of the best.
Just the best, dude.
And a glove over in it.
Face back. Horrible reviews out of the gate.
We were able to find the killer thanks to Spaceback app. Security footage only got the back of his head. Great movie. Definitely check that one out too. If you guys haven't seen that, Mark Wahlberg, Will Ferrell, so good. So good. Also, speaking of movies that just came out, I actually watched this. Have you guys seen that new Jason Statham, The Wrath of Man?
Oh, God. No, but I really thought you were about to say Space Jam, and I was like, please don't say Space Jam.
No, I watched that, and I don't even want to talk about it. It doesn't even deserve the fucking breath that I have in my lungs. But Wrath of Man with Jason Statham,
that good?
Pretty solid.
Good. The trailers look good.
It's solid. It's a solid movie. Guy Ritchie. So you're getting Jason Statham working with Guy Ritchie again, directing the movie. So it's got that great feel. I mean, it's
just kicking ass and taking names, dude.
Yeah, but it's actually done really well. Like it's interesting. His character is just so cool to watch. Like he's just like that stone cold, like I'm here to do what I need to do. And everyone's always like, there's something up with this guy. Like, what the fuck is wrong with him? Like, something not right, even though he's doing good at his job. Why is he that good? Like, there's a whole story wrapped around it, and the way that they break it down, I think, was really cool. And I love Guy Ritchie films, and the fact that Jason Statham, the first ever feature film that he was in, was directed by Guy Ritchie, The Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels, which is a phenomenal film. If you like that movie and you like them together, highly recommend watching this one. It's worth it.
What's his name? Guy what?
Guy Ritchie.
Is he any related to Guy Fieri, dude?
No. He keeps his shades off when he's not wearing them.
Yeah, he doesn't go to Flavortown, dude.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't do diners and dives.
Gotcha.
He does films.
Understood.
So yeah, I mean it's good. It's really good. Great story. I will say the story is. I even read a reviewer say this after I had thought about it. And I was like, yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. It's a very thin storyline, but they do a good way of like really fleshing out more than there is there at its core concept, because the whole premise of the movie is so simple and simplistic, but they actually really make a full movie out of it for 2 hours. So I was like surprised where you usually watch like, bank robbing films or anything like that. It's pretty formulaic. And that's what I was afraid of with this movie. But using that premise, they do it in a very interesting way. So it's good. It's worth a watch. And the music in it is just, like the trailer with the Johnny Cash that they played. Like they play that in the movie at a certain point, and you're just like, yes, this is beautiful. Like this works so well.
Yes.
God help me. That's all I
was thinking Plankton, dude.
I've got to go Darth Maul. You went Plankton.
There's no difference there, really. They're both the same.
They're just mad.
It's the fire that burns all the towns down. U is for uranium. Bombs. It is for no survivor. Oh God. All right. Well, that's pretty much all I got with like seeing new movies coming out. Anything you guys wanted to hit? Movie, video game that we didn't cover? Anything I missed?
Nope. Nothing.
Not really, dude. I'm just chilling.
That was pretty much it.
Okay.
Most excited about Halo. There ain't really nothing else.
Pew pew.
It's interesting.
Yeah. Oh, real quick. I don't know if you guys saw.
Oh, what?
Yeah. All right. Just buckle in. All right. Prepare yourself. They just confirmed a Dead Space remake.
I've seen that article. That would be fucking sick if they did that.
Yeah. Well, it got confirmed that they're in I don't know if they're in like the drawing tables of it, if they've started it, whatever, but they're going to be doing a Dead Space remake. There was a trailer that they showed, like it was a simple teaser trailer confirming it, which everybody saw. And then the actual creators of Dead Space, the original guy who led the team for Dead Space, and his new studio that he's combined with like the same studio that did like PUBG and stuff like that. But he's got his own gaming studio, and he's working with them to make this new horror game. I can't remember the name of it, but the trailer came out for it, and then the uncensored one. it's pretty disgusting and it looks really good. It's another space horror type of game, and it's completely new IP from him. Let me see what it is. Dead Space.
Speaking of new games, have you seen the while you're looking that up, have you seen the New World MMO?
Yeah, I signed up for a beta access and I'm still waiting on a key.
I've been watching Rasa La Vista on Facebook stream it. It looks pretty dope. It looks like an MMO that's like dumbed down for idiots like myself who don't really play MMOs that much. So I'm like, I could probably get into this. This looks dope.
Yeah, it's very accessible because I've watched a ton of people play it as far as like an MMO player, because I've played a lot of MMOs. Like right now I'm still playing. I just got back into Final Fantasy 14 online with all the craze that's going on with that. It can be very inviting to new people, but then if you like the I don't want to say difficult part, but the very involved part of MMOs, you can enjoy that too. So it's great for all players, and I love the setting of the game too, because it's like, you know, like the newfound world, like the new settlers type of feel. You know, it's like pilgrims and like that type of era. And I haven't seen that done before to this scale. And it's made by Amazon. So Amazon's the one that made this game. Like that's their gaming company has coming out with their first MMO. So that's going to be interesting to see how they do with that.
I did see it was frying some 3090s. I don't know if you saw that. Some 3090 graphics card were getting fucking fried trying to run this game for hours.
Yeah, because it can run it. It has no problem running it. But the issue is that New World has a option where you can have, like most games nowadays, uncapped frame rate.
Yeah.
And because it's such a good game, like if you have it uncapped, it's pushing it to the limit. And it was just melting GPUs.
Frying video, like graphics cards. But I did see that EVGA replaced every 30 series graphics card that was fried by people playing the beta. I was like, that's fucking badass. That's a fucking company who cares about their product and is like, all right, our shit fucked up, we're gonna replace it.
Yeah.
Plus, I mean, EVGA, if you're not getting the actual like legit main card from the company, EVGA is great, and a lot of people go to them to save a buck and get access to these cards.
Yeah, I have EVGA, dude.
Yeah, they work fantastic. It was messing people up because people are like, you know, I know it's uncapped frame rates, but make sure you cap it at either 60 or 120 or whatever you can handle. You know, don't do that. And it was only with the 30 series cards, which is weird.
It was weird
because
I don't know if it's because it can just push the game to its absolute limits, or what. But I thought that was interesting.
Yeah,
I wanted to shout out EVGA.
Yeah, for sure. If you ever want some fanboys to sponsor for you, hit us up. Love the product. But like I was saying, the new the Dead Space creator and his new studio, the new game's called the Callisto Protocol. And that's another thing I'll show you guys off the show here. The trailer for that. It's a CGI trailer, so obviously it shows no gameplay shit like that, but it looks very interesting. And they really don't give you a plot or anything. They just show you something happen and you're like, okay, I'm interested. All right, I see the monster, see what happens. Especially from Dead Space creators, because those are fantastic games. I actually just re-downloaded the first one so that I can enjoy it again.
I saw you were streaming it.
Yeah, and then my stream had an issue, so like I only got an hour in before I cut it off, and I was like, I'll just wait till I can fix this and do this another day. I can't get Streamlabs to open up my computer for some reason, so I got to figure that out. But yeah, I'm gonna go through all the originals. Once I heard the remake was coming out and this new one from him, I'm like, I'm gonna replay these 1, 2, and 3 because it's on Game Pass. I don't have to pay for it. I just downloaded or the EA stuff through Game Pass. So if you haven't played Dead Space, for anyone listening and watching, got Game Pass.
Phenomenal.
Definitely check it out on Game Pass. If you're doing Game Pass on PC and you've got the EA stuff attached to that because they have that bundled in with Game Pass, definitely utilize that. Download the EA app and fucking play Dead Space 1, 2, and 3. Fantastic games. 3, not so much as 1 and 2, but it was still solid to, you know, close out the series. So very well done there. Yeah, that was the only thing I forgot because I wanted to mention that to you guys. So
dopamine.
I got no more info. Huh?
Dopamine. So much fucking dopamine, dude.
Drowning in it.
Dopest dopamine, the dopest of the dope. All right, well, we will wrap it up there for today's episode here on Monday at the Cantina Corner. If you made it to the end of the episode, I want to thank you. And I also want to show out support, like I said, for everyone who's continued to listen to our show and all the new people that I've met trying to promote the show online. If you're listening now, welcome to the show. Thank you for coming here. I love all the new subscribers, all the support. It means the world to us. It helps us grow as a podcast show so that we can get more entertainment out there to more people. And if you feel inclined, definitely share our show to people. Tell them to check it out. It's free, takes 2 seconds of their time, and it would mean everything to us. And like I said in the beginning, if you want to check out the Facebook page, that would be great. Follow us on there. Like Cody said, we're posting trailers that we talk about on the show, so you can always get updated with that if you don't know about it. Think of us as a notification for everything you'd want to search for yourself. We'll do it for you and then send it to your phone. So let us do the work. You sit back and relax and fucking let us do our job so that you can enjoy the entertainment. And with that, we will wrap it up, and you have a fantastic fucking week, and we will catch you on the next episode.
Deuces.